Before any development can take place, there's an approvals process that must be undertaken. The role of the council in this process differs depending on the type of application submitted. The role of the council is to ensure that these developments are safe and meet the legal requirements of the South Australian Development Act. Development approvals are required before any development can take place, and if the requirements of the Act are met, the council must approve the application as submitted. Before building, you need to make a development application. To do this, you'll need to fill in the relevant documentation and submit this to our planning department, along with good plans and diagrams. We take opinions from a range of experts, including traffic, stormwater and heritage, and then relate this back to the rules of the Development Act, which helps us with our own decision making. If the application meets the rules, it's approved. If a development application meets the requirements of the Development Act, the council has no further input and must approve it according to the Act. Staff have no control over, for example, what kind of shop can be built on a corner or the colour of bricks used on a house. There are three types of development: complying, on merit and non-complying. A complying development, such as a regular house or business, does not need to go out for community consultation and must be approved by the council if it meets requirements of the Development Act. A non-complying development application must go out for community consultation before a decision is made by the council's Development Assessment Panel, after consideration of community feedback. At the City of PAE, the large majority of planning applications are classified as complying or on merit. Complying planning applications are assessed by an officer and generally approved within just 4 days. The requirement is that approvals are completed within 40 business days, so we're really proud that we're doing much quicker than this. For planning and building approval combined, the statewide standard is 60 business days, and on average we grant these within 16 days. Sometimes documentation might be incomplete, or we require more information with a submission, either from the applicant or a state government agency such as the EPA. When this is the case, we rely on the applicant to supply this additional information. Once we have the required information though, we approve it within a few days. We curate ongoing relationships with developers behind large-scale construction and development projects. We work together collaboratively to move things forward in a timely manner and to enable us to balance the needs of our community and our city plan with the developer's vision. This ensures the absolute best outcome for everybody involved. If you want to know more, we've got loads of resources on our website. Otherwise, have a chat with one of our planning and development officers by calling 8405 6600.